If you're a man over 40, you've probably looked at your watch and felt a flicker of uncertainty, wondering, am I doing this right? You're not alone. The world of watches is complex and it's easy to feel outdated or unsure, but the fact you're even asking the question already puts you ahead of most. It shows you care about the details. Today, I'm cutting through all that noise. I'm giving you the 7 quiet principles that separate the men who simply own a watch from the gentlemen who wear one. This isn't about memorizing rules. It's a timeless framework for confidence. Let's begin. Principle number 1, the foundation, moving beyond the one-watch fallacy. The first and most fundamental mistake many men make is believing that a single watch can serve them for every chapter of their life. This is the man who wears the same chunky, rugged sports watch everywhere, from the boardroom to a wedding, from a parent-teacher conference to a fine dining restaurant. Perhaps it was a gift, a significant purchase from years ago, and it has become a comfortable default. But comfort can sometimes be the enemy of style. The problem here isn't the watch itself. The problem is a complete lack of appreciation for context. Think of it this way. You wouldn't wear a pair of heavy-duty work boots with a finely tailored suit. You wouldn't wear your gym sneakers to a black tie event. In the same way, wearing a thick utilitarian watch with formal attire creates a jarring disconnect. It subtly signals a lack of nuance, a disregard for the unspoken rules of dressing with intention. It can inadvertently make you look like you're not in command of the details, like you've overlooked a crucial piece of the puzzle. This is a subtle habit that can instantly make you seem less polished, and it's something every well-dressed man over 40 quietly understands. It's the sartorial equivalent of shouting in a library. It disrupts the harmony of an otherwise well-composed outfit. This common habit can instantly make you look 10 years out of date, and not in a good way. It suggests that your style hasn't evolved with your life experience. A gentleman's life is multifaceted. It has moments of high formality, periods of relaxed leisure, and everything in between. Your accessories should reflect that diversity. Wearing the same watch for every occasion is like using a hammer for every job in your toolkit. It might work in a pinch, but it's rarely the right tool and often causes more damage than good. Now, the solution isn't to go out and spend a fortune on dozens of different watches. That just replaces one kind of confusion with another, leading to decision fatigue every morning. The solution is simpler and far more elegant. It's about building a small, strategic, and versatile collection that serves the different facets of your life. You don't need a new wardrobe, just a few smart changes that work every time. It's a simple shift in mindset, and once you make it, you'll never see your wrist the same way again. This approach is about intentionality, not excess. It's about having the clarity and confidence that comes from knowing you are perfectly and appropriately attired for any situation. This brings us to the core of that solution, the elegant framework that will serve you for the rest of your life. Principle number 2, the gentleman's trio, your essential 3-piece collection. To navigate life with confidence and style, a gentleman doesn't need a watch box overflowing with options. He just needs the right tool for the right job. I call this the gentleman's trio, a 3-watch collection that ensures you are perfectly and appropriately equipped for any occasion. This simple system provides relief from the complexity of choice and gives you a clear roadmap. First, the dress watch. This is your specialist. It is a watch of pure, distilled elegance, reserved for your most important and formal moments. Think of weddings, black tie events, critical business dinners, or any occasion where you are wearing a suit and tie. This is the watch that complements your best attire. Its defining characteristics are simplicity and subtlety. A true dress watch is thin, allowing it to slide discreetly under the cuff of a dress shirt without creating an unsightly bulge or getting caught. The dial is clean and uncluttered, often showing only the hours and minutes. This is known as a time-only watch. A small second subdial or a simple date window is also acceptable, but complications like chronographs or multiple time zones have no place here. Traditionally, it is worn on a high-quality leather strap, black or dark brown, which is sleeker and more formal than a metal bracelet. The case material is often polished stainless steel, but this is the category where precious metals like gold or platinum truly shine. adding a layer of warmth and traditional luxury. This watch isn't about shouting for attention. It's about whispering of your refinement. It communicates respect for the occasion and an understanding of timeless elegance. Wearing a proper dress watch in a formal setting is a small detail that completely changes how people perceive you. It shows you are a man of substance and sophistication, one who understands and respects tradition. It is the final perfect touch on a formal outfit. Second, the everyday watch. This is your versatile workhorse. It's the watch you can wear confidently from a business casual day at the office to a weekend brunch with your family. This category includes classic styles like a diver's watch, a pilot's watch, or a field watch. It's the watch that will likely get the most wrist time. This watch needs to strike a perfect balance between style and durability. It's typically more robust than a dress watch, often made from stainless steel and featuring a metal bracelet or a more casual leather strap. It might have useful complications like a date window, a second time zone, GMT, or a rotating bezel, but it still maintains a sense of classic design without being overly flashy or trendy. It should be water resistant enough to withstand an unexpected downpour or a splash from washing your hands. This is your trusted companion. It's reliable, handsome, and appropriate for about 80% of your life. It projects an image of quiet competence and preparedness. It says you are a man of action, but one who also appreciates quality and style. It's the watch that feels like an old friend, always there, always right. It's the watch that becomes a part of your daily uniform, a comfortable and reassuring presence on your wrist. And third, the tool or beater watch. This is your purely functional timepiece. This is the watch you wear when you're doing yard work, going to the gym, hiking, swimming, or doing anything that might risk damaging one of your finer watches. This is where digital watches, rugged G-Shocks, or fitness trackers belong. Their purpose is utility above all else. They are built to withstand abuse, to be legible at a glance, and to provide features that your other watches don't, such as timers, alarms, and activity tracking. They are often made of resin, plastic, or other lightweight, durable materials. This watch gives you freedom, the freedom to engage in life fully without worrying about scratching or damaging a cherished, expensive timepiece. It's a practical and intelligent choice that protects your investment in your other watches. It allows you to be present in the moment, whether you're building something in the garage or playing with your kids at the park, without a single thought of the valuable object on your wrist. With just these three pieces, you are prepared, intentional, and in command of your style for any situation life throws at you. It's a simple system that brings instant relief from complexity and allows you to build a meaningful, purposeful collection over time. Principle number 3, the secret of size: proportion over power. Now let's talk about one of the most pervasive and damaging mistakes in the modern watch world: the trend of absurdly oversized watches. For years, the message has been bigger is better, leading men to wear watches that look like dinner plates strapped to their wrists. This is a trend driven by a desire to make a loud statement, but a gentleman knows that true style is a quieter conversation. Here's the secret that most men never even think about: an oversized watch doesn't make you look more powerful or masculine. It makes you look like a boy wearing his father's watch. It throws off the proportions of your entire look, creating a visual imbalance that is hard to ignore. When a watch is too large for your wrist, the lugs, the parts of the case where the strap attaches, will hang over the edges of your wrist. This creates an awkward, uncomfortable gap, often called lug overhang. Instead of making you look strong, it actually makes your wrist look smaller and more delicate by comparison. It signals a desperate need for attention, which is the very opposite of the quiet confidence a gentleman seeks to project. It lacks subtlety and can come across as insecure, as if the watch is being used to compensate for something. The key is to completely reject the bigger is better trend and instead embrace the timeless principle of proportion. The right watch should be in harmony with your wrist. It should be a complement to your arm, not a heavy anchor weighing it down. How do you find the right size? There are two simple measurements to consider. Case diameter. This is the most common measurement. For most men, the sweet spot for a versatile everyday watch is between 36 millimeters and 42 millimeters. A watch in this range will have presence without being overwhelming. For a dedicated dress watch, you should aim for the smaller end of that spectrum, typically between 34mm and 39mm. These may sound small by today's standards, but they are the classic, timeless proportions that have been worn by stylish men for generations. Lug-to-lug distance. This is arguably the more important measurement. It's the distance from the tip of the top lugs to the tip of the bottom lugs. This is the true measure of how the watch will wear on your wrist. As a rule, these lugs should never extend beyond the edges of your wrist. If they do, the watch is too big for you, period. Regardless of what the case diameter says, there should be a bit of space on either side, allowing the strap to curve down gracefully around your wrist. Another aspect of fit is how snugly you wear it. A watch should not be so tight that it cuts off your circulation or leaves a deep imprint on your skin, nor should it be so loose that it slides up and down your arm or spins around your wrist. The ideal fit is to be able to comfortably slide one finger between the strap and your wrist. This gives you enough room for your wrist to expand and contract throughout the day while keeping the watch securely in place. Choosing a watch that is proportionally correct is a subtle shift, but it communicates instant authority and refined taste. It's choosing elegance over excess and balance over brute force. It's a simple switch, and once you try it, you'll never go back. If you're already finding this valuable, take a moment to subscribe so you don't miss the principles still to come, because we've only covered the outside. Next, we look at the very heart of the watch. Principle number 4, the heart of the matter. Understanding the movement. Inside, every watch is an engine called a movement. At the most basic level, there are two types, quartz and mechanical. Understanding the difference is crucial for any man who wants to move from simply owning a watch to truly appreciating it. A quartz movement is powered by a battery. A tiny electrical current is sent through a small quartz crystal, causing it to vibrate at a precise frequency. These vibrations are then used to power the watch's hands. Quartz movements are incredibly accurate, reliable, and inexpensive to produce. A mechanical movement is a traditional, intricate machine powered by a tightly wound spring called the mainspring. An automatic mechanical watch is a specific type that has a weighted rotor that spins with the natural motion of your wrist, continuously winding the mainspring so you don't have to do it manually. The mistake here isn't necessarily choosing one over the other, but failing to understand the profound difference between them, especially for a man over 40. From a purely functional view, a cheap quartz watch tells perfect time, but a gentleman has, one hopes, developed an appreciation for things beyond mere utility. You appreciate a well-made suit, a fine wine, or a classic car not just for their function, but for the craftsmanship, history, and artistry they represent. A quartz watch, while functional, lacks the soul, the history, and the artistry of a mechanical timepiece. An automatic movement is a miniature, living machine on your wrist. It's comprised of hundreds of tiny, intricate parts, gears, springs, levers, and jewels, all working together in perfect harmony without any electronics to measure the passage of time. The smooth, sweeping motion of the second hand on a mechanical watch is a visual delight compared to the stark, once-per-second tick of a quartz watch. Choosing to wear a mechanical watch is a statement. It signals an appreciation for tradition, for human ingenuity, and for things that are built to last. It's a connection to a horological heritage that stretches back for centuries. It is an object of permanence in a world of disposability. While your tool watch can and probably should be quartz for its ruggedness and accuracy, your primary cherished timepieces, your dress watch and your everyday watch, should ideally be mechanical. This choice reflects a depth of character and a refined set of values. It's a small daily reminder of the beauty of intricate craftsmanship in a world that often prioritizes speed and convenience over quality. Principle number 5, the language of straps. Your easiest style upgrade. The strap or bracelet is not just a functional component. It's a critical part of the watch's personality and formality. Most men never change the strap that came with their watch, but this is a missed opportunity. The strap is the single easiest, most affordable, and most effective way to completely change the personality of your watch. It's like changing the tires on a car. It can dramatically alter the look and performance. Different straps have different levels of formality. By understanding this, you can make a single watch appropriate for multiple settings. effectively multiplying the versatility of your collection. A single dive watch, for example, can be transformed from a rugged sports piece to a smart business casual accessory simply by changing its strap. Most formal, exotic leather. A strap made of black or dark brown alligator or crocodile skin is the pinnacle of elegance. This is the perfect pairing for a dress watch with a suit. Its subtle texture adds a layer of luxury without being ostentatious. Formal, business, calfskin leather. A smooth, simple calfskin leather strap is slightly less formal, but still perfectly appropriate for business wear. It's a classic, understated choice that pairs beautifully with leather shoes and a belt. Versatile, steel bracelet. A well-made metal bracelet, such as the classic Oyster, Jubilee, or President styles, is incredibly versatile. It's less formal than leather, but can still be worn with a blazer or even a casual suit in some modern contexts. It's the classic choice for an everyday watch due to its durability and timeless appeal. Casual, fabric, NATO strap. A nylon NATO strap gives a watch a rugged, military-inspired, and distinctly casual feel. Originally developed for the British military, these straps are durable, comfortable, and easy to swap. Swapping the steel bracelet on your dive watch for a NATO strap in a classic color like olive, navy, or gray instantly makes it a more relaxed weekend piece. Most casual. Rubber strap. Rubber straps are durable, waterproof, and comfortable, making them perfect for true sports or dive watches that will be used for their intended purpose. However, they are almost always too casual to be worn with anything more formal than a polo shirt or a t-shirt. They are a purely functional choice for active situations. By investing in a simple spring bar tool, which costs very little, and a few different straps, you can effectively multiply your watch collection. This small tweak can completely change how people perceive your entire outfit, ensuring you always have the perfect combination. It's a secret weapon that most men never use. Principle number 6. The modern question. The smartwatch dilemma. Let's address the modern elephant in the room, the smartwatch. These devices are incredibly powerful and useful. They track our fitness, deliver our messages, and manage our day. But because they are worn on the wrist, many men mistakenly believe they can replace a traditional watch in every situation. This is a critical error, especially with formal or business attire. It's a mistake that can silently sabotage an otherwise impeccable image. A smartwatch is fundamentally a piece of consumer electronics, not a piece of timeless craftsmanship. Its aesthetic is one of utility and technology. The glowing screen, the plastic or rubber components, and the constant stream of notifications all clash with the analog elegance of a tailored suit or a fine blazer. Seeing a bright digital display peeking out from under a French cuff is jarring. It breaks the spell of a classic outfit and signals that you value digital convenience over timeless style and etiquette. In a formal setting, this can be perceived as a lack of refinement or even a lack of presence. The right place, right time rule. This isn't about abandoning your smartwatch. It's about recognizing its proper role within the framework of the gentleman's trio. Your smartwatch is your modern tool watch. It is the perfect companion for the gym, for a run, for a casual weekend, or for any situation where its technological features are the priority. It excels in these contexts. Your traditional analog watch is your choice for any occasion where style, presence, and etiquette are the priority. This includes business meetings, formal events, weddings, dinner parties, and any situation where you are dressed to make a considered impression. Imagine walking into an important meeting. Your classic, understated watch sends a message of focus, permanence, and respect for the tradition of the setting. Your smartwatch, buzzing with notifications, sends a message of distraction and of being mentally tethered to the digital world. The choice communicates your priorities before you even speak a word. Think of it this way. You use your smartphone to send quick texts, but you would use fine stationery to write a heartfelt letter. Both are tools for communication, but they carry different weights and are appropriate for different contexts. Principle number 7. The final polish. The etiquette of a gentleman. You can have the perfect watch, perfectly sized, with the perfect strap for the occasion, and still make one final crucial mistake, wearing it rudely. This is perhaps the most important principle of all, as it speaks directly to your character. A watch is for your own personal reference. It is not a tool to signal your impatience or boredom to others. The most significant etiquette error a man can make is to conspicuously and repeatedly check his watch while in a conversation or a meeting. When you look at your watch while someone is speaking to you, you are silently communicating, "What you are saying is not as important as whatever I have to do next." It is a powerful and deeply disrespectful nonverbal cue. It signals arrogance, boredom, and poor manners. It can instantly sour a personal or professional interaction, making the other person feel unimportant and rushed. The art is to be aware of the time without making others aware of your awareness. If you need to check the time during a social engagement, do so with a quick, subtle, almost imperceptible glance. You do not lift your arm dramatically and stare at the dial. The best worn watch is one that is largely forgotten by its wearer until it is truly needed. In a formal meeting or a one-on-one conversation, it is often best to avoid looking at your watch altogether. If you are truly pressed for time, it is far more polite to state so verbally at an appropriate moment, "I'm so sorry, but I have a hard stop at 3 o'clock." than it is to constantly signal your impending departure with your eyes. A gentleman is in command of his time, but he does not lord it over others. He is present, he is engaged, and he shows respect to those he is with. His watch is a tool for his own discipline, not a weapon to be wielded against the patience of others. This final detail of etiquette is what truly separates a man with an expensive watch from a true gentleman. In the end, a gentleman's watch is so much more than an instrument that tells time. It's a personal and intimate choice that reflects his values. It reflects an appreciation for history, for engineering, and for artistry. It reflects an understanding of context and a respect for occasion. It reflects a preference for timeless quality over fleeting trends and for understated confidence over loud insecurity. Choosing the right watch and wearing it well is a subtle but powerful way to communicate who you are without saying a word. It's a daily connection to a tradition of craftsmanship and a reminder that the most valuable things in life are built to last. When you invest in a fine timepiece, you aren't just buying an object. You are becoming the custodian of a small piece of mechanical art, an object with a soul that can be passed down for generations. If you found this guide valuable and want more insights to elevate your personal style, take a moment to subscribe to the channel. It's the best way to ensure you don't miss what's next. And finally, I'd love to hear from you. I read every comment, so I'd love to know, what is the one watch in your collection that means the most to you and why? Share your story below. Stay sharp, stay confident, and I'll see you in the next one.